Welcome world, this is Exotica 2012, about to go down with the interview with Naughty by Nature. What a freaking performance.
Respect.
I could not even believe it. When you dropped all the Pac stuff, old school stuff, I can't believe it, like the energy that you guys come with. And I swear to God, I think you guys are the only rap artists that are still 20 years in the game, still together, still banging shit out, like really dope hits, still staying true to the game. What do you do to stay that much into the game? And I'm gonna say, cause this.
Just stay in the game.
To stay in the game?
You gotta stay in the game to be in the game.
Well, how does it feel right now that the fact that, when you guys started off, a lot of people open for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop has changed with the internet. Everybody's blown up. You could become a star overnight. And you got a lot of new acts out there. And I'm not saying that they're bad, but they don't have the quality of original hip hop. Now, you guys sometimes would have to open for other people at times. So, is there a difference of feeling with that, or are you just kind of grateful that hip hop goes on? Or
a lot of times artists don't want to go on before us anyway. They'll rather switch spots or something. If we're in the right market, they know. We like overseas, like it's not a game. You better come right to come on after us. It's artists that can go, but they know they better have their shit on deck.
Where do you get your style from, though? I mean, you're like a lyrical blender when you're pushing out. You're stacking words. You got a lot of energy. You got a lot of swag in your step.
I couldn't get a job, that man was not allowed. My mother put the water, so she had to throw me out. I walk the street with this a crew who wanna hit. They got a worker, had to eat this money for the spit. Naughty hip hop, ready to raise the wide. Shit, slam the flip,
and you actually influence a lot of people. I remember Eminem saying that he was influenced by you. Like that's pretty big steps to follow right there.
That's love.
Now, how is it that you develop that style? Like what?
I think it's just a blessing. I listen to everybody from Ghetto Boys to Stetsasonic to Ice Cube to NWA to Melly Mel and Furious 5, and I mean anything that was coming out, Steady B and Cool C, and anything from the era I was listening to. Main Source.
Now with all the influence, you sit there, do you actually write the way that you want to spit? I mean, because
it just comes. It's a blessing. It just comes. Every song is different too, so it's a blessing.
So how does it feel right now that Anthem Inc. dropped? And was that about 9 years since Icons in 02?
Yeah.
Long hiatus. Long hiatus. Any reason for the hiatus or anything different about it?
I mean, the game was changing, and to put something out, we wanted to put out the right time where it'll benefit all of us from every angle. So we just waited for the right thing to come along, the right team that was going to be ready to, do and put out the work that we needed to be handled, and it was done.
And what a lot of people don't know is you guys are pretty busy, about 150 shows a year.
Yeah.
You guys toured in Iraq too?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing in Iraq?
For the USO, for the soldiers.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of protection out there? Like what was that like getting out there?
Yeah, it was real military. Real militant, yo. For
rock
real.
The vest, you had the whole military
Yeah, in the desert. We was in the desert and
all.
all.
You a gun to carry too out there?
I mean, we had straps all around us. We was straight.
Now how was that crowd out there? It's a culture shock right off the bat. So what is it like out there? Like having those people, love hip-hop?
They love you because they know the records. You'd be surprised. They know the classics. They know that hip hop. They listen to hip hop.
Do you think it's a lot easier now to be an artist out of the country, out of the United States? Maybe a little more political here. Easier out there if you could.
Yeah, the opportunity is definitely there.
The bat. That's what I'm talking about. The Naughty by Nature bat. What's the reason for that?
It symbolizes we could be best buddies and go out and play a game of baseball, but if it's on the other side, we can use that shit to do some damage.
Because I'm saying in every one of your videos, you got a machete with you.
Or a bat.
You got a
because we slicing the game in half.
Now all these years now, all the fame, all the girls that come through the scene, the politics of the game, learning the hiatus, come back to reunited. Is there anybody else you would like to use the bat on?
Nah, it's all peaceful bats now. It's all shucky ducky bats.
Now with 2013 on the brink coming up, if you could get rid of the bat, what would you put for a new symbol?
A bigger bat.
A bigger bat. You're gonna say
a bigger bat.
That's what I was gonna say. You don't want to forget that. A lot of your videos look like mini movies. Straight up mini movies. You guys got a good presence. I know you have about 30, 40 film credits to your name. Do you think you'd be you know, make a bigger mark. And this is my suggestion. I suggest that you take all your music videos and turn them into mini movies.
Yeah, that's
Bring
a
a
beautiful
Hollywood
thing.
flair, because movies are bigger than music right now. Movies are pretty huge.
I know.
Is
It's
that
the
possible?
opportunities there to do. It's possible. It's just it's a lot of you got to get on the map first and make it easier for doing that and out there doing hip hop. When they see you doing something else like behind the films, producing or you know writing or putting out your own films, then they you know even on the independent level they have more respect for you.
Yeah.
So you got to do that on your footwork.
Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
Who was Tupac to you, man?
It's my little brother. My little brother.
Remember when you guys first met?
Yeah, we met in 1990 on the Queen Latifah Heavy D Public Enemy tour, Digital Underground tour.
What was you got a story for you guys about Tupac?
I mean, it's too many to even say. Just know he was the realest. He said he was the realest and believe it. Live by it. Yep.
So what can I expect you in 2013 with the whole Naughty by Nature thing?
Yeah, man, more movies, man. Whole lot of things. Tell all the people, get at me if they're on Twitter at Treach, and they'll be in tune with everything I'm doing because I filter everything through there, all the info.